We are not, just to let you know, we are not speaking to the candidates for this piece.
Good.
But we do want to hear from you, Kathleen, as the party chair. So if I can get your first and last name spelled out, please, and your title.
Sure.
Thank you.
Kathleen Winn, Kathleen Winn, Pima County GOP chairman.
How do you see this race? This is the first federal race, the first big national race, if you will, in Arizona since Trump's victory, President Trump's victory in November. And I wonder how you see it.
Well, this is a special election. It's unfortunate because Congressman Grijalva was not well, and I wish that this had happened during the normal election cycle. That being said, this will be a shortened term, so whoever wins this race will almost immediately start running again for the 2026 election. So this gives an opportunity, though, for people maybe to try something out that they don't have right now, because everybody that's running obviously has not served in this seat.
It's a safe Democratic seat. First, let's go over kind of where it covers. Pima County, Tucson, parts of Santa Cruz County, uh, up in part of Yuma and part of Phoenix as well, and a sliver of Pinal. And I wonder how you see this race, given that it has been a safe Democratic seat for more than 2 decades.
Well, there's been a couple times when Congressman Grijalva's opponent, I would say probably, I think it was Ruth McClung, who worked at Raytheon, came the closest to impacting his hold on this area. I also want to mention that this district has all three. Um, Excuse me, just one second. I'm going to shut my door, and I apologize. So sorry to do that to you. There, I've got workers in the office, and I can hear them, and it was distracting. So,
No
um,
problem.
would you ask your just the tail end of your question again?
Sure. Kathleen, I wonder how you see this race, given that it has been such a safe Democratic seat for more than 2 decades. Congressman Grijalva held this seat for 23 years.
Yes, Congressman Grijalva owned this seat. This was his area. But unfortunately, this district is one of the poorest in the country. I had the opportunity to work with Congressman Grijalva on several different issues. One, education, but more importantly, when we had the mortgage crisis in Arizona, this had the most mortgage fraud in the entire country. So although they were able to control and maintain the seat, this district has not benefited from whoever their representation is. This district is all three ports of entry uh, into this country. And so Cochise County, Yuma County, Santa Cruz, Pima, Pinal, Maricopa, it has six different counties in this district. It is one of the largest in the country. I think it would be good in this short time, because it's not a full term, to try out some different policies. Do we really want to hand this district back to the party that has it, given the policies of the last 4 years and wide open borders? We've just secured the border. Don't we want to continue that? And can we trust on someone who is not in the current president's party to do the job that this president needs done to make America safe again?
How does a Republican win this race? I mean, look at Daniel Gutierrez. He's back in it, but he lost by 25 plus points last November.
Last November, Daniel Gutierrez was running against Raul Grijalva. To your point of the last 23 years, when you're an incumbent, there is a certain, I don't know, reward that goes with that, because you've been there, you have the experience. People are more likely to vote for an incumbent. Just because you have the last name of the former incumbent doesn't give you that experience. And I think you have all new people running for this seat. And the Democrats have, two of them have records. And I think you look at their record, what they've accomplished, what they haven't accomplished, what their policies have provided for our community, and you should question, is that what I want for the next 2 years or actually for the next year in my district? And I would say, I don't believe so. I think if ever there was a time to turn this seat to, Democrats voting for Republicans, we saw it in 414. I think that was a good example to see where these policies have failed us. We have high fentanyl use. We have Tucson is a mess, and we can attribute that to the policies of the Democrat Party. And I think just the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and again and expecting a different result. I would hope that CD7 uses this opportunity with only a year, maybe 14 months left on this term to do something different. Just try it out. Yeah, you're going to be voting in 2026. This is not a permanent thing. This is a temporary filling of this seat. Why don't you try out some different policies?
Final question. How do you see this race? Is it tied to the Trump agenda? Is it Southern Arizona specific? Or Arizona specific, I should say? And how do you try to capitalize on momentum from last fall, given the confines of the district and knowing the history of it, knowing that it is very largely a party ID advantage for the other side?
You will get no arguments from me as to how many you have registered Democrats, independents, and Republicans. We understand that the Democrats favor in terms of registration. But what we're seeing over and over again is that people are not registering into the Democrat Party. We've had hundreds of thousands of people register into the Republican Party. There is a momentum right now. It is not tied to Donald Trump. This isn't about Donald Trump. This is about representation for the southwest corner of Arizona that has not really had good representation for a very long time. And we need to make a change if we expect different results. I think right now, again, on the momentum of the current administration, they have secured the border. We are seeing safer streets, but we have such a long way to go and we have so many things to overcome. The best way to test this out is to put somebody in different from a different party. You don't even have to keep them there very long, but see what that difference makes to the community. This is the best time to do this under these circumstances. And I would suggest that if you haven't had better jobs, if you haven't had a better community, this is an opportunity to change what you currently have and stand up against the government that hasn't really helped you, but only lined their own pockets.
Pima County GOP Chair Kathleen Winn, thank you for your time. Monday and Tuesday. Monday, the Republicans, Tuesday, the Democrats. And then we practically get into early voting a week after that.
I know. Do you want to, is that a response?
No, thank you very much. That's all I have, unless you'd like to say something else.
I just want to say thank you for covering this. I think so many people are oblivious to the fact that we're having this special election. I think we're going to see. It'll be interesting once we have our final candidate and you have your final candidate, and I can't take sides until we get there. But once that happens, then we'll know what this is going to shape up to. And I think that'll make this more interesting. This is a long shot for the Republican Party, but I can't, as the chairman, come on and tell you. I know I'm still being taped, but I really think that I hope people will take the time to look at the problems and who's best suited to solve those problems, and with the dynamics of everything else that's going on in the country.
Hey, to follow up one thing, you
Sure.
admit it's a long shot, but you do
I,
feel like go ahead.
yeah, I admit it's a long shot on paper from who's registered where, but it was a long shot to defeat 414. And that was a poll for me because we knocked as Republicans on Democrat doors, on independent doors, and on Republican doors, and no one was happy with the status quo. And no one is happy with the status quo right now. And people are there's this I hate Donald Trump mentality, but if you can get people beyond that to actually look at their circumstances and what's going to improve it, we can get this seat back. And I think that that may be optimistic, but we're going to give it everything we've got because we believe that what we stand for and what we're fighting for is best for all Americans, not just Republicans.